What if you could pee like a fire hose, no matter the size of your prostate? There's a recently discovered bathroom ritual based on new research from Johns Hopkins Medical School that men over 40 are using to pee on demand without stress or strain. But it's got nothing to do with your prostate, despite what your doctor, big pharma, and the mainstream media have told you. Instead, this secret is something discovered by deep sea divers who are able to effortlessly empty their bladders even in the most extreme conditions, hundreds of feet below the waves. These divers pee with the force of a jet stream, despite their extreme pressure squeezing against every inch of their bodies. They're able to pee on command with effortless flow, because of a simple pre-dive ritual that they use before every plummet into the deep, which allows them to keep their prostate healthy and their urinary tract free and clear. Many doctors are saying this could be the answer to so-called prostate symptoms regarding difficulty peeing or even performance issues. The most shocking part is that you can harness this ocean power, and you don't need a scuba tank or to go on any icy dives. Right in your own bathroom, you can use this pre-dive ritual to pee with raw, untapped force. It's no wonder that top health researchers have performed years of study to try to understand how this ritual works so well. Once you see for yourself what it's like to pee with such youthful power, you'll be able to empty your bladder in one easy go. You'll be free from the embarrassment of slipping out of bed over and over, waking up your wife each time, or trying to sneak to the bathroom unnoticed at work. You'll be done stressing that these issues are making your children see you as old and lose their respect for you as head of the family. Because when you reclaim control of your urinary system, you'll sleep like a rock all through the night. You'll be free to go out and get things done. You'll be free from the constant battle between your need to pee and your inability to pee. But here's the frustrating part. Mainstream medicine and big pharma will tell you that your urinary frustrations are caused by an enlarged prostate, even while they know that every study about prostate growth and urinary problems show that they are not correlated. Hidden research from Johns Hopkins Medical School shows that the bigger someone's prostate is has no relation to their risk of urinary trouble. The real cause is something much more sinister. An invisible enemy that's damaging the lining of your urinary tract, weakening the cells that should be keeping your urethra open and your pee flowing freely, making it difficult to pee more than a few drops at a time, so you never fully empty your bladder and you always feel the ache of needing to go. But as much as this invisible enemy is causing problems for men all over the world, these deep sea divers effortlessly take care of it with their simple pre-dive ritual every time before they go on a dive. And once you see the covered up truth behind your urinary issues, you'll take total control of your bladder. You'll banish any worry about kidney stones or health trouble caused by not peeing enough. And you'll feel yourself again, confident, in charge, and ready to take on anything. You'll get back your vim and vigor. You'll have the sex drive and endurance of a much younger man. It doesn't matter if you're 40 or 80. It doesn't matter if you've already tried all sorts of doctor-recommended treatments for supposed prostate issues. It doesn't matter how long you've wrestled with urinary troubles, because you're about to bask in how great it feels to walk into the bathroom, do your business, and leave. No more sitting to pee because you're going to be there for a while. No more struggling to get out even a few drops. No more cutting yourself off from having a glass of water in the evenings, scared that the never-ending need to pee will wake you up over and over, embarrassing you in front of your wife. No more fear that you're losing control of your functions and that you're only a hop, skip, and a jump away from incontinence and adult diapers. Instead, once you see how to do this pre-dive ritual right in your own bathroom, you'll wake up every morning revved up and excited for the day, just like over 42,000 men who are already enjoying it. You are about to see the renegade science behind this solution, and then you'll be able to try it out for yourself, which I recommend you do right away, because urinary symptoms that get blamed on your prostate and BPH are happening more and more often. In fact, scientists from the University of California discovered that twice as many men are dealing with urinary issues today than were 30 years ago. And it's only going to get worse because pharma billionaires want to keep you buying their prostate drugs. So with government bureaucrats in their pockets, they convince doctors everywhere that if you're aging and you have trouble peeing, you need prostate drugs. They're covering up the real reason why the simple act of standing in front of a toilet and emptying your bladder is becoming difficult for more and more men each year. In fact, I'll show you a quick self-test you can do in your bathroom right now to test whether this secret problem is the cause of your urinary troubles. And I'll tell you 2 common foods to avoid that could be triggering this problem. One is a very common red vegetable. The other is a breakfast cereal you've likely been eating since you were a baby. Both can make you run to the bathroom over and over, never able to fully relieve yourself. But please, don't let this stress you out, because I'm going to walk you through the exact pre-dive ritual that deep sea divers do before each trip into the murky depths, which lets them pee with the pressure of a fire hose. And you won't even have to dip a single toe into the ocean. You can do this very same ritual right inside your bathroom. Why am I telling you this? My name is Dr. Ryan Shelton. I've been a physician for over 20 years. Today, I'm the medical research director at Zenith Labs. I live in Illinois with my family, where I have my own private practice. I've guided hundreds of one-on-one patients to their health goals, and my research has helped literally hundreds of thousands of men and women over the age of 40. I've dedicated my medical career to 2 things: teaching my patients how to achieve their ideal health no matter their age, and uncovering the next natural breakthrough in medicine. Of all of the accomplishments in my career, the most rewarding part is when I help someone who everyone else has given up on. Too many of my male patients were in constant discomfort because of their urinary troubles, and they felt like everyone had given up on them. They were told that it's just part of getting older, or that all they needed was a prostate drug full of side effects. But I kept seeing how severely urinary concerns were interrupting my patients' lives. Nothing rattles you more than worrying if your ability to pee is going to get so bad that you'll have to wear an adult diaper. And even my patients who were still far from that, whose main concern was feeling like they had to pee so badly, and then when they get to the toilet, barely a trickle comes out. And then a few minutes later, the urge to pee flares back up again. It takes over their lives. I mean, we're talking about a basic human function, a basic human need. The first tricky lesson as toddlers is learning to make it to the toilet on time. Because when that feeling hits, it's tough to think about anything else. My patients were exhausted, kept awake at night by the need to pee. They were doing poorly at work because of how frequently they'd have to dash to the bathroom and how long it would take once they were there. They were missing big family moments. One man I knew had to sprint out of his daughter's baptism to make it to the bathroom, where he promptly found himself struggling to get more than a dribble out. But it's not just the big life events that we're missing. It was also the small everyday moments that are just as important. How many times have you told your wife, don't pause it, when you're watching TV together and you feel the urge to pee hit you? You know you'll be a few minutes, so you don't want to leave her sitting bored or alone on the couch. Or you tell her, don't wait for me, when you're eating dinner and you have to run to the bathroom, or you're chatting in bed at night and you have to say, hold that thought, because you can't hold your pee anymore. The same thing happens at holidays or birthday dinners, summer cookouts, playing with your grandkids, or just regular family visits. You have to excuse yourself and step away. You miss out on life, all because your urinary system isn't cooperating. And if you're like the patients I see every day, you take your health seriously and you've already tried all the common solutions. When the problems first start out, your doctor might recommend pelvic floor exercises. They want you to sit around clenching and unclenching like you're holding back a river. The idea is to strengthen those muscles to help control the flow. And while that sounds good on paper, it's missing the mark big time. Urinary issues are not linked to how strong your muscles are down there. When those do-it-yourself solutions do not work, your doctor might offer two types of medicine called alpha blockers and 5-alpha reductase inhibitors. These shrink your prostate. But like I'm about to show you, the size of your prostate does not determine these urinary issues. And can we talk about the side effects of these drugs? Dizziness, headaches, and fatigue are just the beginning. They'll also sap your libido and even give you erectile problems. It's trading one unlivable problem for another. None of these common solutions are enough because they're all laser focused on the prostate. The normal wisdom goes, your urethra is the tube where your urine travels from your bladder down your penis and out of your body. It passes through the middle of your prostate. As you age, your prostate enlarges. So when your prostate enlarges, it squeezes shut your urethra, making it difficult or impossible to pee, even if your bladder is full. But you've got to stop listening to that story. It's only a tiny piece of what's going on, and it's not entirely accurate. There's two facts you need to understand. Number one, a growing prostate is not a problem. It always has been a normal part of aging for your prostate to grow. From our grandfathers back to our forefathers, prostates get larger with age. Here's the second fact you need to know. It's only in the last 30 years that so many men are facing urinary troubles. Research in the British Journal of Urology found that men today are having difficulty peeing twice as often as men 30 years ago. If you look at these two facts together, what does that tell you? All throughout history, prostates have always grown with age. But it's only in the past 30 years that men's urinary troubles have become so frequent. Together, these two facts mean that it's not a growing prostate that's making it difficult to pee. The source of the problem is something else, something new, something that's sprung up in the last 30 years. And in fact, numerous medical studies, including a recent study from doctors at Johns Hopkins Medical School, show that the size of your prostate is not an indicator of your risk of urinary troubles. So something is causing so many men today to have trouble peeing, especially compared to our fathers and grandfathers. What's going wrong today? New research from doctors at Florida International University shows exactly what's happening to your body. The problem lies inside your urethra. That's the tube that goes from your bladder through your prostate and down through your penis. Even though your prostate can squeeze on your urethra, that's not the problem. The problem is that your urethra should be able to resist that pressure without squeezing shut. It's not that your prostate is growing too big. That's happened to men since the beginning of history. It's that your urethra walls can no longer withstand the pressure of your growing prostate, even though your grandfathers withstood it just fine. Something's changed, not in American men's prostates, but in their urethras. The cells that make up the walls of your urethra are called epithelial cells. And in the last 30 years, they've grown weak. They're getting pinched shut because they've become too weak to maintain their structure against the pressure of normal age-related prostate growth, even too weak to maintain their structure against normal pressures in your body. The normal pressure of your organs and belly and fluids pressing up against each other squeezes your urethra and pinches it shut. It cuts off the flow. Do you know what that does to you? When you're standing at the toilet feeling the urge to pee but barely able to manage a trickle, that's because something in today's world has weakened your urethra, so it can't stay open. When you're getting up to pee for the 6th time in one night because you can't empty your bladder, that's because your urethra lacks the strength to resist the crushing forces within your body, and it's getting pinched off. Your epithelial cells should have enough flexible structure to empty your bladder, even when your prostate is leaning on them. But they don't, not anymore. To help you see that this is causing your urinary issues, I have a 30-second self-test you can do in your own bathroom. Here it is. The next time you feel the urge to urinate, head to the toilet. As soon as you're ready to let it flow, start counting. 1, 2, 3. How many seconds pass before the flow actually starts? Next, once that main stream finishes up, start counting again. How many seconds does it take for those final dribbles to finish? If you could count past 3 seconds either time, this is a sign that your urethra lacks the strength to hold itself open. But why? Why is this problem hurting more and more men each year? So much more than it did for our grandfathers. What changed for today's men? What's going on that's making the epithelial cells in your urethra so weak and prone to getting pinched off? It's called glyphosate. Yes, that's the same sly devil used in weed killers by mega farming corporations thinking they're playing God with nature. Maybe you've heard of it. Lawsuits left and right and center, families torn apart, lives flipped upside down, all because this chemical monster's been recklessly dumped on our fields. It's so toxic that most of Europe has completely banned it. It's banned in Japan, Thailand, and several other Asian countries. It's even banned in 5 countries in the Middle East. But the United States bureaucracy is too entwined with billionaire corporations to take any action here. Here's the infuriating part. Starting 30 years ago, America increased its use of glyphosate by 1,500%. We use 15 times more glyphosate than ever before. You'll notice that increase matches the same time frame of when men's urinary troubles doubled compared to our fathers and grandfathers. Just as glyphosate started flooding our country, that's when men's epithelial cells grew weaker and became more easily crushed, allowing less urine flow. That's when men suddenly felt controlled by their bladders, never choosing when or where they'd need to pee, and never choosing whether they'd be able to actually get all of the pee out. And the science shows how it's connected. First, a crash course in glyphosate. It's an herbicide. It works by blocking certain enzymes that plants need to grow. When this occurs, it's a slow, agonizing death for the green guys. They can't absorb vital nutrients, eventually wilting away. But I'm not a plant, you say. True. But when glyphosate is likely already inside your body, and it's already causing similar problems, it's an active disruptor, a cellular saboteur. Remember how it kills weeds by blocking their cells from absorbing nutrients? It's doing the same thing inside your body, and it goes a step further because you're a lot more complicated inside than a tomato plant. It blocks the production of key enzymes and breaks apart your cell's DNA code, the very building blocks of what makes you human. And here is where it gets freakishly scary. Your body is designed to fend off invaders, bacteria, viruses, everyday toxins. We break them down and flush them out. But glyphosate? It's the ninja of toxins. It slips through our defense systems undetected. Your body struggles to recognize and dismantle this silent enemy. So what happens? Over the years, it accumulates. Imagine a dam slowly getting filled drop by drop, except in this case, it's glyphosate filling up every nook and cranny of your body. By the time you realize something's off, it's a tidal wave of damage. And where does it cause the most damage? According to research from doctors at the University of Vienna in Austria, the cells most susceptible to damage from glyphosate are called epithelial cells. That's right, the same epithelial cells that make up your urethra and that have grown too weak to stay open to allow a strong flow of urine. Those are the cells that are most vulnerable to glyphosate damage. But how can you be sure glyphosate is causing your issues? If you don't work on a farm or with weed killers, do you really need to worry about glyphosate exposure? The answer is a terrifying yes. And it's been proven over and over. Organizations like OSHA and the CDC, scientists at top universities and top medical publications like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have all put out research that reveals the dangerous levels of glyphosate already in our bodies. Studies in Iowa, Idaho, and Indiana found glyphosate in the urine of every man, woman, and child who they tested. They even found it in breast milk of every new mother. And none of these people worked anywhere close to the herbicide. It didn't matter that they lived out in the country or smack dab in the middle of the city. It didn't matter whether they ate organic or regular produce. Glyphosate was getting into their systems. These studies have been done all over the country and all over the world. Ireland, Denmark, Germany, Thailand. Glyphosate is worming its way inside of people everywhere and doubling the rate of urinary problems compared to 30 years ago. So we've proved that glyphosate is inside your body. But how exactly did they get in there? When were you exposed? If we can answer this, can we avoid further exposure? Unfortunately, the answer is probably not. It's not easy avoiding places where they spray glyphosate. For one, if it's sprayed near your well or municipal water source, it's probably in your tap water. But even if you avoid that, you'll never avoid the number one source of glyphosate. The number one reason why people all over the country, in cities and in the country, all have glyphosate in their systems. It's in the food we eat. Because the giant farm and food corporations spray glyphosate to kill weeds in their fields. In fact, for many crops, they'll soak them in glyphosate before it's time to harvest, so that the crops die and start to dry out ahead of time, making them ready for the grocery store faster. Yes, you heard right. They soak your wheat and your beans and your fruit and your veggies in glyphosate in order to increase their profits. And glyphosate clings tight to that food. Even if you rinse everything in your sink, the molecules have dug in too deeply to get washed away. And since there's likely glyphosate in your drinking water, you would be rinsing your food with more of it anyways. I told you earlier that I would warn you about two foods that are especially bad for their glyphosate content. The first is tomatoes. And that goes for everything that uses tomatoes too. Pizza, spaghetti sauce, ketchup, Mexican salsa. Tomatoes sop up glyphosate, so their content is very high. But even tomatoes pale in comparison to a breakfast cereal you've likely been eating since you were a baby. I'm talking about toasted oat cereals. A pesticide watchdog organization called the Environmental Working Group found that 21 oat-based cereals and snacks contained unsafe levels of glyphosate, including Cheerios and granola bars. Now, am I actually going to tell you to stop eating tomatoes and breakfast cereals? Well, you shouldn't have to stop. And you don't have to because there's a quick ritual you can do in your bathroom that helps your body undo old glyphosate damage and flushes away future glyphosate exposure as quickly as it enters your body. Let's look at that one profession where they pee with such strength that they're resisting not only the crushing pressure within their own bodies, but also the massive pressure of the deep ocean. And let me tell you, it's a much needed glimmer of hope. Picture this, a world beneath the waves, where sunlight barely reaches and the weight of the ocean presses down. Here, deep sea divers wrestle with the ocean's tremendous pressure every day. And now they've uncovered something remarkable. The wild truth is their urinary systems are healthier than 90% of men walking on the surface. And this isn't some old sailor's yarn. It's backed by cold, hard data. When the experts dove into the health metrics of those underwater adventurers, the numbers were shocking. Their urethra to bladder reflex was much healthier than the average man's. That means that their urethra was super effective at moving urine from their bladder down through their penis and outside, even when they're deep underwater with the force of the ocean pressing against them. They're able to pee with tremendous power. So when they're on land, their urinary health is in tip-top shape. It makes those midnight bathroom marathons a thing of the past. No dribbling, no straining, no frustrating waits. Their nights? Deep, uninterrupted sleep. No constant jolts awake, no restless tossing and turning. And let's talk intimacy. Healthy epithelial cells in your penis do wonders in the bedroom. Many of these divers, even in their later years, boast a passion and stamina that would make even a younger woman blush. So, you might be on the edge of your seat now, thinking, what's their secret? Hang tight, because this is where the plot thickens. When I first stumbled upon the astonishing urinary health of these divers, I felt like I had uncovered a desperately needed secret. But now I needed to figure out why they had such astonishing urinary health. Was there something special about the bodies of deep sea divers? Or could regular folks on dry land achieve that same power and confidence? And so I embarked on what I felt like the most critical quest of my career. Days turned into nights, coffee cups stacked high, and my office became a maze of scribbled notes, graphs, and endless research papers. The weight of the challenge was wearing me down. I felt I was chasing shadows, seeking answers in a fog of information. Then, in one of those eureka moments that every researcher dreams of, I stumbled upon nutrition guidelines specifically tailored for divers, a ray of light called the Divers Alert Network, or DAN. Nestled among their pages was a treasure trove of dietary recommendations, some of which took me by surprise. It was a stark departure from the standard food pyramid that we've all grown up with. Suddenly, things started to click. Could the answer to the divers' mysterious urinary health lie in what they put on their plates? The connection between nutrition, glyphosate resistance, and powerful urinary health was staring me right in the face. With my heart racing and armed with this newfound knowledge, I was more determined than ever to decode this underwater enigma. Not just for me, but for every man out there whose life has been hijacked by glyphosate's assault on their urinary health. Now, here's where things get juicy. Diving deep, fighting off that biting chill, and breathing through those tanks, it dries you out. Big time. The Divers Alert Network knew about this risk of dehydration, and they had a specific plan. There are specific dried fruits and seeds that help counteract dehydration. So before plunging into the deep, they have a pre-dive ritual of munching on these dried fruits and seeds. This isn't some new trick they pulled from a magazine. These old-timers, those with salt in their beards and stories that go back ages, they've been munching on this dried gold since forever. And here's the kicker. Among these dried goodies, one munchable seed stood out. For the divers, they were eating it to avoid dehydration down below. But at the same time, this seed also has another benefit. It protects epithelial cells inside your body, exactly the type of cells that make up the structure of your urethra. So these divers were munching away, all while this crunchy seed was strengthening their urethra walls. So even as their prostate grows with age and starts squeezing their urethra, it stays firm and open to allow for a healthy flow of urine. This seed is exactly how these deep sea divers can empty their bladders on command, no matter their age. Why they're peeing 2 or 3 times stronger than most men on dry land. It's why the urinary issues that the mainstream medical industry blames on an enlarged prostate almost never affect deep sea divers. These divers had no idea that these seeds were giving them these protections. And the Divers Alert Network had no idea either. In fact, I made the connection because I'd happened to read a different study about this seed's effects on urinary health. So when I saw that divers were eating it like crazy, I made the connection. Ready to hear what this seed is? Pumpkin seeds. But there's one key thing you should know about how these divers eat pumpkin seeds in their pre-dive ritual. I'll get to that in a second. Because most people don't realize that for generations, the pumpkin was seen as a medicinal treasure. Known for its stellar anti-inflammatory properties, ancient healers weren't just munching on them for fun. They used pumpkin seeds specifically as a remedy for nasty intestinal infections. That's some powerful stuff right there. So powerful that the United States Pharmacopoeia even listed pumpkin seeds as an official medicine for flushing out parasites from 1863 to 1936, back before Big Pharma started writing the laws about only recommending their chemical prescriptions. And so while deep sea divers were munching on pumpkin seeds to keep dehydration away, it had the surprising bonus effect of strengthening their urethral walls and letting them pee like racehorses, even as glyphosate doubled everyone else's risk of urinary troubles. How do pumpkin seeds keep your urethral walls strong and your flow fast? When you spend decades eating them every single day, they help your body to produce more of a natural antioxidant called glutathione. Glutathione bonds with glyphosate molecules. It grabs hold and it doesn't let go. Now remember, your body has a tough time flushing away glyphosate, but it's got no problem flushing the antioxidant glutathione. So the glutathione from pumpkin seeds seeks out the glyphosate. It grabs tight a hold of it, and then your body can flush them away together. Without glyphosate damaging your epithelial cells, your urethra can begin to repair itself. It restores its strength and flexibility so that a little squeeze doesn't slow your flow. When I discovered this, I was thrilled. This could be my answer. How I could help my patients and my friends struggling with urinary problems. Unfortunately, this does not mean that you can run and grab a bag of barbecue-flavored pumpkin seeds and suddenly start to pee easier. Remember when I said there was something special about the way that deep-sea divers eat pumpkin seeds? The thing is, they've eaten them every single day for 20, 30, even 40 years. There's no serving size that you can eat to catch up with them. But here's the good news. The key to raising your glutathione is not the seeds themselves. It's actually the fatty acids within the oil of those seeds. It's pumpkin seed oil that's been shown to increase your body's production of glutathione. In fact, studies have shown that pumpkin seed oil not only protects your body from toxins that would otherwise lower your glutathione levels, but it actually raises your level of glutathione. These deep-sea divers have been steadily building up their glutathione levels by eating whole pumpkin seeds every day for decades. That's how they pee with such force. But you can catch up to their glutathione levels by taking the right version of pure pumpkin seed oil. It's how you can strengthen your urethra to withstand the pressure from today's modern toxins in order to pee freely. It's how you can sleep at night without getting out of bed to pee multiple times, embarrassing yourself in front of your wife. It's how you can empty your bladder in one go, instead of dragging around that constant feeling that you need to pee. It's how you can put all this frustration behind you and have the urinary health you did when you were 20 years younger. That's why I was so excited to discover this secret about pumpkin seed oil. But there's always a catch, isn't there? Here's why you can't just run to an organic grocery store and ask for pumpkin seed oil. That's not the sort of pumpkin seed oil that was used in these studies. It's not just any pumpkin seed oil that repairs your urethra. And for the strongest, quickest results, it's not pumpkin seed oil by itself. The most nutrient-rich oil comes from pumpkins that have been grown in the most nutrient-rich dirt. And then you want the oil to be harvested through a very particular nutrient-preserving process, keeping it between very specific temperatures, too hot or too cold, and the fatty acids can break down, losing their ability to boost your body's production of glutathione. So even with everything I've now shared with you, without access to the premium pumpkin seed oil, that's the only kind proven to work, you're still out of luck. Fortunately, in my role here at Zenith Labs, I'm in a position to help. We've become leaders in health solutions found in nature and backed by real science. And so we have the contacts to find a farm that produces the most nutrient-dense pumpkins and to find a facility that can extract the seed oil while maintaining those nutrients. And that's how TitanFlow was born. We took the highest quality pumpkin seed oil, and then we worked with our team of doctors and researchers to build a whole formula around strengthening the walls of your urethra in order to pee with the force of a fire hose. Because TitanFlow is based on research from Johns Hopkins Medical School and Ivy League universities, it's no surprise that men are thrilled with the results. TitanFlow works by strengthening the walls of your urethra. Unlike other solutions that try to fight against your prostate's natural growth, TitanFlow is the only solution that accepts that natural part of aging and instead focuses on the real problem, that toxins in our environment have weakened the walls of your urethra, so it's pinching closed too easily. The way to once again pee effortlessly and on command is to strengthen your urethra to withstand those natural pressures within your body. So we designed TitanFlow based around the secret behind commercial divers' pre-dive ritual, eating pumpkin seeds, which allows them to pee with force even against the pressure of the deep ocean. The premium pumpkin seed oil inside TitanFlow is the best way to catch up with these divers' lifetimes of eating pumpkin seeds. But that pumpkin seed oil is only the first ingredient inside TitanFlow. Once we saw that the key to a healthy urinary system is to strengthen the walls of your urethra, we were able to design a whole formula based around this goal. Now, one of the key nutrients inside pumpkin seed oil is called beta-sitosterol. So in order to make TitanFlow a true powerhouse for your urinary flow, we also decided to include pure beta-sitosterol. Independently of pumpkin seed oil, Mount Sinai Research Hospital reports that it's been shown to help the bladder go completely empty when you urinate. So when it's combined with pumpkin seed oil in TitanFlow, it's like adding an extra shot of espresso to your coffee. You get an even stronger effect. After these two powerful ingredients, we next added a blend of vegetable-derived nutrients formulated to help relieve a little of the pressure on your urethra. The best way to a healthy urinary system is to restore your urethra to the strength that it's been for past generations. But inflammation and overeager prostate growth can put more pressure on your urethra. So while the pumpkin seed oil is strengthening your ability to resist that pressure and to pee more normally, this veggie and herb blend will take some of the pressure off. The first ingredient in this blend is lycopene. Lycopene is an antioxidant that gives tomatoes their red color. Lycopene provides an extra shield against toxins for your epithelial cells, like those that make up your urethra. to give your body the space to repair and fortify these cells. Research from top Chinese doctors found that healthy levels of lycopene in your body and in your prostate and in your urinary tract specifically were linked to healthy urinary flow. Next is broccoli sprout extract. Broccoli was literally designed to be packed full of vitamins and nutrients, so it should come as no surprise that it's full of powerful antioxidants which can take some of the pressure off your urethra. Researchers from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine also reported that it supplies the building blocks that your body needs to create glutathione to flush away toxic glyphosate. And finally, we finish out the herb veggie blend with pygeum. Pygeum is an extract from the African cherry tree. For generations, it's been used in traditional remedies for inflammation and urinary problems. Today, modern science has uncovered how it works. It reduces the production of prostaglandins, which are a marker of inflammation in the urinary tract. Doctors from the VA Medical Center performed research on over 1,500 men with urinary issues to find that pygeum provided a large improvement in flow. Urine flow was improved by 25%, enough to help men stay asleep through the night and to fully empty out their bladders. Once we finished the veggie and herb blend, we knew we'd come up with the most effective solution for urinary troubles. A careful combination of pumpkin seed oil, pure beta-sitosterol, and our veggie and herb blend all work together to help flush the glyphosate that's been damaging your epithelial cells, and to keep flushing any further glyphosate that gets into your system. With that glyphosate gone, your body can strengthen and repair the epithelial cells in your urethra so that it can stand up to the pressures inside your body, and you'll be able to pee freely, and you won't have to get up to pee over and over at night, embarrassed to accidentally wake up your wife. You won't miss out on big or small moments with your loved ones, running away to the bathroom only to get stuck trying to get even a few drops out. You won't worry that you're on your way to needing adult diapers, stressed over whether their shape will be obvious through your pants. You'll be done stressing that your children are noticing how frequently you need the bathroom, that they'll start seeing you as an old man who they need to take care of. Instead, you'll pee with as much force as you did as a young man. You'll walk to the toilet and empty your bladder without a worry in the world. You'll be the protective, strong husband you've always been, the respected leader at work, and your children will continue to look up to you as clever and capable. I first shared it with the clients of Zenith Labs who we personally knew were struggling with these issues, and their results were nothing short of astonishing. Men who had been waking up 5 or more times per night to use the bathroom were now sleeping sound for 8 hours straight. Men who would be stuck sitting on the toilet to pee because it would take them 10 minutes to finish were now standing and peeing with the power of a racehorse. Men who always felt a constant need to pee no matter how many times they ran to the bathroom, emptying their bladders in a single go and feeling great. You're likely itching to get your hands on TitanFlow and kickstart your own urinary health revolution. Trust me, you don't want to let this moment of opportunity slip away. Why? 2 reasons. First, Big Pharma would love nothing more than to shut us down and keep you hooked on their expensive, side effect-laden treatments. I can't guarantee how long this presentation will be up. Second, sourcing our ingredients isn't a walk in the park. We went big for this batch of TitanFlow, but the demand has been nothing short of astonishing. Our star player is pumpkin seed oil. This isn't your average grocery store find. We're talking about the purest, most potent form of pumpkin seed oil out there. You won't get this caliber from any other supplement, period. And let's not forget our exclusive blend of 3 additional power-packed ingredients. These are the keys to keeping your urethra strong and resilient against pressure and toxin damage. These ingredients are not easy to source and could run out at any moment. So here's the deal. Don't miss your shot at better urinary health. Regret is a tough pill to swallow, and you don't want to find yourself stuck at the toilet again tomorrow. wishing you'd given TitanFlow a try. Let's talk numbers for a second. What's the cost of ignoring TitanFlow and doing nothing? The price tag for inaction. Hold on to your hats. A man grappling with urinary issues can easily blow $300,000 on treatments over a lifetime. That's the combination of monthly prescriptions, each costing hundreds of dollars. Plus, more invasive, more expensive treatments if those prescriptions don't work. $300,000 is a new car every few years, a down payment on a dream home, or even a comfortable retirement fund. But if you instead hand it all over to medical and pharma billionaires, that's a hard pill to swallow. If you're thinking of whipping up your own remedy, brace yourself. The ingredients alone for a 30-day supply will set you back nearly $300. So, pricing TitanFlow at $300 a bottle, that would be reasonable. You get it all together, no guesswork, no mess. Plus, you get the absolute most premium ingredients, the quality that was actually tested and shown to improve urinary issues. That's not something you can easily find on your own. So, it's easily worth $300 per bottle. But with today's introductory offer, you won't even have to pay that much for 6 bottles. So, $200 per bottle? Don't sweat it. You're not spending that. Even $100 per bottle is off the table. Take a look below and prepare to be floored by today's generous discounts. Why are we doing this? Besides wanting to thumb our noses at Big Pharma, it's simple. The more lives that TitanFlow changes, the more those folks will spread the word, and the more people TitanFlow can help. My goal here is to let the world know that your prostate is a minor cause of urinary issues. The biggest problem to address is the strength of your urethra itself. But be warned, this presentation is going viral, and TitanFlow stock is dwindling faster than we anticipated. After we sell out, we can't guarantee when we'll have more. So act now. Secure your supply, claim this incredible discount, and never look back. This next part is of key importance. I recommend giving TitanFlow at least a solid 30-day run. Take 1 capsule every morning. You'll likely feel the urinary relief from that powerful pumpkin seed oil within just a few days. But the rest of the potent ingredients need a little time to fortify your urethra and guard it against pressure and toxins. To put it bluntly, the longer you use TitanFlow, the stronger your urinary system becomes. Our customers get it. Most are locking in 3 or 6 month supplies at a time. A 1-month supply? That's for guys who just want to dip their toes in. They want a small taste of life without urinary troubles. A 3-month supply? Now you're talking about men who want not just relief, but the freedom to live their life on their own terms. To be there for their families without constantly searching for the nearest bathroom. And those who claim the 6-month supply of TitanFlow are committing to the long game. They're determined to keep their urinary system strong and healthy, not just today, but for years to come. Let me level with you. It takes our facility at Zenith Labs 2 to 3 months just to cook up a batch of TitanFlow. So these bottles should come with a premium price tag. But you know what? We're not Big Pharma. We don't have shareholders breathing down our necks. We've temporarily marked down our prices because we want as many men as possible to experience what TitanFlow can do. At these discounts, we don't do much more than just break even. But like I said, this is only for a limited time in order to get the word out. And don't forget, for a limited time, we're covering the shipping costs in the US when you go for the larger packages. So take your pick below and we'll rush your order out ASAP. I can't stress enough. Opt for the 3 or 6 month supply, not just because it's the best bang for your buck you're going to find this year, but also because Zenith Labs offers a 6-month satisfaction guarantee. On the fence? Let me take that risk right off you and onto me. Buy 1 bottle, 3 bottles, or 6 bottles of TitanFlow today. Test it out. Feel the freedom, and then decide. Either you're ecstatic about your new lease on life, or shoot us an email within 6 months of your purchase date and we will refund you every single penny. Our contact details are right there in the package. Think of it as a refundable deposit. deposit. TitanFlow either works well for you or you get your money back. So click below, claim your supply of TitanFlow, and join the ranks of men who've reclaimed their freedom. Our warehouse team is standing by, ready to package and ship your life-changing order. No hidden fees, no recurring charges. The price you see is what you pay, no strings attached. And again, you can claim a refund for any reason. But given the emails I see daily from elated customers, you're more likely to write in about how TitanFlow has changed your life for the better. Picture this. You're waking up and you don't immediately scan for the nearest bathroom. That nagging, uncomfortable urgency, gone. You rise from bed not in a rush, but with a calm, confident, newfound sense of freedom. Your mornings are yours again, not held hostage by your prostate. Feel that? That's you looking in the mirror and seeing a man revitalized, not a guy shadowed by frequent bathroom trips and interrupted sleep. You've not just regained your body, but you've reclaimed your dignity, your confidence, your swagger. Imagine standing at your son or daughter's wedding. You're not scoping out the restroom or counting the minutes till you have to go again. You're present, fully there, lost in the joy and the celebration, not a slave to your prostate's whims. Visualize a day at the park with your grandchildren. You're not on the bench eyeing the public restroom sign. You're out there running, playing, fully engaged. You're making memories, not excuses. Close your eyes. Feel the sweet relief of being unshackled from the never-ending cycle of urgency, pressure, and discomfort. You're not just getting by, you're flourishing, living each day to its fullest without the cloud of prostate worries darkening your sky. And this, my friend, is just a sliver of the freedom you'll experience after just 2 or 3 months on TitanFlow. Remember, shipping in the US is free when you choose the larger supply. By now, I'm guessing you're eager to seize this life-changing offer, lock in these unprecedented savings, and make the most empowering health decision of your life. But I'm not done sweetening the deal for you. When you order a 3 or 6 month supply of TitanFlow today, you'll also receive an exclusive digital bonus package valued at over $300. These are digital bonuses you can start using right away. They'll put you on the right track, so when your TitanFlow arrives on your doorstep, you can enjoy even faster and stronger results. Bonus number 1 is Sleep Well for Urinary Health. Discover the vital link between quality sleep and a well-functioning urinary system. This guide gives you 20 easy-to-implement sleep tips, specifically designed to improve your ability to pee on command. A good night's sleep can positively affect hormones like testosterone and cortisol, vital players in prostate well-being. And let's be clear, you're not just getting more sleep, you're getting the kind of restorative sleep that actively contributes to urinary ease. Bonus number 2 is quick and easy meals for prostate support. This is a digital recipe book containing 12 easy-to-cook meals explicitly designed to support your prostate and urinary health. These aren't just delicious recipes, they're also fortified with ingredients shown to naturally ease urinary problems and promote prostate health. These bonuses are designed to supercharge the results you'll get from your bottles of TitanFlow. You can start benefiting from them right away while waiting for your TitanFlow to arrive. So go ahead and choose your savings package below to complete your order. Before you do, let me ask you to envision one more thing for me. Imagine your future, starting from tomorrow. If after absorbing all that we've explored today, you decide to pass on this unique opportunity to claim your supply of TitanFlow, to be blunt, not much will change for you by tomorrow. You'll harbor lingering doubts, wondering if you've missed out on a golden chance for relief. A month from now, you'll be navigating the same distressing daily routine of urinary issues. If you've spent this much time with me, can I assume that daily routine is a cycle you're desperate to break? You're tired of waking up multiple times a night to use the restroom, losing precious sleep. You're weary of the discomfort and urgency that interrupts meetings, road trips, or time spent with loved ones. You're fed up with feeling like you can't live a normal life, always tethered to the bathroom. And nothing you've tried so far has brought much relief. The way I see it, if you don't act now, a month from today, you'll find yourself in the exact same spot. Do you really want another 4 weeks of missed opportunities, broken sleep, and constant discomfort? And let's be brutally honest. If you imagine yourself a year from now, things will be even worse. You will have lived through another round of holidays, birthdays, and family gatherings, missing out on valuable moments with family because of your urinary issues. Because if you don't let TitanFlow fix these issues for you, how are they going to get fixed? There's no other solution for urinary relief that's quite as straightforward as this specialized formula inside TitanFlow. So walking away now means that a year later, you're likely to be grappling with the same, if not worsening, urinary issues. But that's enough with the doom and gloom. Now, let's imagine yourself just 5 minutes from now. Imagine that moment when you do choose to claim your supply of TitanFlow. No, you won't have taken a single capsule yet. It won't have even left our warehouse. But you will feel an immediate surge of hope and anticipation, knowing that you've finally taken a proactive step for your own well-being. Think about it. When you get a raise at work, you feel excited instantly, even though it won't show on your paycheck for another 2 weeks. It's the same here. Once you know you've made the conscious choice for your health, you'll instantly feel a load lifted off of your shoulders. And when TitanFlow does arrive, that's when the real transformation begins. A month from now, picture the newfound freedom from your urinary issues. Imagine watching an entire movie, enjoying a long dinner, or sleeping soundly through the night, all without the looming urge to rush to the restroom. Fast forward to a year from now. You're living life to the fullest, embracing each moment with confidence and comfort. Your family and friends see the change, and their worry for you has vanished. You're active and joyful, and you've empowered those around you to be the same. So let's make this happen. Click below to claim your supply of TitanFlow right now. I urge you to lock in your generous savings before this batch of TitanFlow is all gone, and you're stuck waiting for us to restock again. This is a small step that will have a tremendous positive impact on your life for years to come. There's zero risk involved, thanks to our Zenith Labs satisfaction guarantee. You have a full 6 months to try TitanFlow and experience its benefits. Either you'll love how much easier it is to urinate and how much better you sleep through the night, or you'll get a 100% refund, no questions asked. Don't hesitate to place your order now. Our stock has been fluctuating due to high demand, especially in the past tumultuous years. I recommend securing a 3 or 6 month supply so you're well stocked. This is the simplest path to ease your urinary woes, revitalize your prostate health, and reclaim your comfort and freedom. You're still the strong, capable man you've always been. TitanFlow is here to make sure everyone around you remembers that too. Click the link below to make your purchase. I'm Dr. Ryan Shelton, and I want to say thanks for spending this time with me. How do I take TitanFlow? Just swallow your capsule each day with food. I recommend taking it in the morning. How long should I take TitanFlow before seeing results? Everyone's body is different, so individual results vary. With some people, the premium pumpkin seed oil can help them enjoy healthier urine flow within the first few days. With others, the long-term effect of flushing out toxins to strengthen your urethra can take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months to become noticeable. For the best results, we recommend taking TitanFlow as directed, eating a healthy diet, and staying active. I've tried prostate solutions in the past that haven't worked. How do I know this will be different? The biggest difference is that other solutions are primarily focused on shrinking your prostate. But TitanFlow is the first nutritional supplement in history to help with men's urinary troubles by helping strengthen your urethra to resist the crushing forces inside your body and stay open to allow a healthy flow. I feel confident in saying that this is the first opportunity you've ever had to strengthen your urethral walls and pee like a younger man again. At this point, the best advice I can give you is to try TitanFlow for yourself. But make sure you claim your supply right now, because we can't guarantee how long it will be in stock. And again, I recommend the 3 or 6 month supply for best results. I'm Dr. Ryan Shelton. Thank you for spending time with me.